Hi everybody, it's Nicole here from MS Planet Computer Training. I just wanted to give you a couple of tips today in regards to how Excel treats different types of data. So I've just got an empty workbook open here, and in a cell I'm just going to simply type in my name, and as soon as I hit enter, what you'll notice is that my name is sitting on the left hand side of the column. In the cell underneath that, I'm just going to type in the number 10 and again hit enter. And straight away you can see the difference in the alignment. So text is always going to be left aligned by default in a column, and numbers will always be right aligned by default in a column also, mainly because of the decimal place. Now, sometimes what you'll find is, especially if you're exporting data from other programs or you've got multiple people doing data entry in a spreadsheet, sometimes you'll notice that numbers may be sitting on the left-hand side of a column. Just to give you an example, I'm just going to put in an apostrophe followed by the number 10 and again hit enter. And obviously this time you'll see it's sitting on the left-hand side of the column. Notice that the apostrophe isn't showing, but if I single click on that cell just to go back to it, you can actually see it up here in the formula bar. So it is storing it in the background, it's just not displaying it. The other thing you may notice is there's a little green triangle just in the top left hand corner of that cell. This is a relatively new feature in Excel. It's Excel's way of basically trying to help you and tell you that it thinks there's something wrong with that particular cell. So you'll notice once I've gone back to that cell, a little icon will appear. It usually appears on the left, but sometimes it may appear over on the right hand side here. It's called a smart tag. When you single click on it, it brings down a menu of options, and the first option is always Excel telling you what it thinks is the problem. And underneath that, you'll always get an option where it's coming up with a suggested solution. There's also an option a bit further down to ignore the error, because sometimes it's really not a problem based on the data in your spreadsheet. So in this case, if I want to convert that back to a number, I'll just click on the second option down, and straight away you can see it goes back to being right aligned, and the little green triangle and the apostrophe have disappeared. It's just good to know that Excel does that with spreadsheets, because if you're trying to do calculations, some formulas won't work if it thinks that the values are actually text and stored as text. So you'll get the hash value error message. So it's always good to have a look at them and fix them up. So hopefully you found that useful. If you want to have a look at a bit more, or perhaps look at other training products that I do, please feel free to visit msplanet.com.au. Thanks for your time.